Hello. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Mimi Quarantina and Mimi Quarantina Cena. I'm posting this on both channels once again because this is very, very important. I feel like both my channels should watch this. So if you have my second channel but on my first channel, then you'll see it there, and vice versa. But we are going to be reacting to protests that have been going on in New York City, and I would go down the list, but there's just way too many. Our protest near me in Atlantic City was yesterday, and it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. I posted a couple videos from there, so follow me at my social media if you want to see it. It's getting crazy out here. It's getting really, really crazy out here. Philly, New York, Newark, Camden, Trenton, like all these places are Las Vegas. Like, it's so much shit going on right now in the middle of a pandemic. It's super crazy. We gotta get into it. Sorry, I jumbled my words. Let's go.
Thank you. Now turning to the breaking news of the morning. Violent protests continuing across the country. People taking to the streets demanding justice for George Floyd. Floyd died earlier this week, and video of a police officer kneeling on his neck for several minutes, sparking calls for justice. That officer arrested yesterday, but protesters say that was not enough. The violent protests stretching into Brooklyn, with police arresting nearly 200 people. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis live in Clinton Hill this morning with the latest. Marcus.
And Mike, this was one of the real flashpoints of that conflict, and you can see some of the damage here. It's become a curiosity, point of curiosity in the neighborhood, with people coming out, taking pictures, looking at some of these vehicles that were damaged. The window.
It's crazy. It's just super duper crazy. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, shit is just super duper crazy.
Cruiser with its windows all blown out, vandalized, as anger spilled over. So those protests did turn violent as hundreds of protesters gathered outside. First, the Barclays Center. The bottles were thrown at officers. There was a police van that was set on fire, and some officers injured in the exchange. Police eventually did move in, make some arrests. And here outside the 88th precinct, there was another clash as large crowds gathered. The vehicles were vandalized. Also happening at the 79th precinct, where protesters tried to breach and enter the precinct, but they were pushed back by police. Additional arrests made there. Now, earlier in the day, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who agrees with the violence, but some police and elected officials admitting they understand the outrage associated with George Floyd's death.
That is something that no police officer anywhere in this country would condone.
I get it. I've lived this, seen this from Rodney King forward. That's why the outrage. That's why the frustration. And
this is just crazy. Like, I just can't believe that all this stuff is happening in the middle of a pandemic. Like, nobody is giving up about the pandemic anymore. It's all about this now. And it's just super crazy. Like, it's just blowing my mind. Like, so bad.
The exact number not yet known. A little bit later on this morning, the public advocate Jumanji Williams and other elected officials will be having a briefing outside the Barclays Center. We, of course, will bring you all the information on that.
Okay, so I already talked about this. The protests are spreading like wildfire. It's super, super crazy. I support the protest in general. The looting is doing a little too much because them people didn't do anything. Like, they're just trying to run a business and y'all ruined their store and y'all taking their stuff. Like, that's not right. But I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about it. I was like, somebody could come scoop me, I will loot with you. Like, nah, but let me stop. But violence isn't the key in our reality. Obviously, they're raged because it keeps happening, and we as a people are raged. You know, the ones who are on the supporting side. We're just angry because of the simple fact that, you know, like, it keeps happening over and over and over again. Like, when is it gonna stop? When is the justice gonna come? And then Donald Trump is like, oh yeah, we're gonna have justice. You can't control what happens. You can't control your police officers. So it's just crazy. It's ridiculous. But as far as, like, you know, like, over here, it's getting pretty crazy. Like, somebody already came for the policeman, and like, they just started going haywire. Like, they was going crazy, and it's just getting out of hand at this point. I just really think that we should chill out for a second and just realize. And I'm not gonna lie, I be wanting to go to these things because I want to support, but it's like, you know, like, it's just way too dangerous. Like, it's too much going on. Like, I can't. But I support all the way. I really do. And, you know, I just hope that they get the message. It's like, now let me stop playing. But no, honestly, I might be going on Instagram Live today. Maybe, most likely. We'll see. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your girl Mimi Quarantina and Mimi Quarantina Cena. It's getting crazy out here, boy. Just stay safe. I'm out.